Bowser vs. Eggman has quickly garnered a reputation as one of, if not the best episode Death Battle has ever made. And as you can tell, I do not disagree whatsoever.
This is one of the most well-received episodes of all time. I think currently the most well-received episode. It is the episode that conjured up a Know Your Meme page. The episode where the music track hit trending for the first time. And for several people I know, their new all-time favorite episode.
No area where it falls flat, no weak link that distracts me in any capacity, nothing stopping me from calling this the best of the best. I hope Billcord enjoyed its year on top, because now it's facing its own game over. All other episodes bow down in the presence of the new king.
Alright people, let's come to make an announcement. Bowser vs. Eggman is overrated, and it's not my favorite episode. I mean, what do you want me to even say about this episode? Nearly everybody has probably talked about this at least once. Hell, you've probably already seen a review right before you saw this video. Now, I want to make two things clear before we dive into the topic of this video. First of all, I'm not going to be reviewing the episode. I don't even care at this point. Secondly, I'm not actually hating the episode. I don't even think it's actually bad. However, if I do later on in this video, then I do apologize. Anyway, let's dive in. Now, right off the bat, you could tell by my voice that I am bored out of this episode already, and we haven't even talked about it yet. So let's go through a couple things to help you understand why this isn't really going to be the super most exciting episode for me. First of all, when this fight got teased right after Joker vs. Giorno, an episode that I was actually really looking forward to, and I already made a video about it, so go check it out, link in the description. I wasn't really that excited. Now, here's something to keep in mind of. I'm a decently average fan of Mario, maybe a little more than that, and I'm only slightly above an average Sonic fan. Even though I don't really kind of care about Sonic that much nowadays. I still haven't seen Sonic 3, by the way. And for Mario, please, you could have given us a way more interesting character. Like Bowser, really? I'm not even that big of a fan of Bowser. In fact, my favorite Mario villain is King Boo. Yeah, I mean, sure, he's in this video for like less than a minute, but he doesn't really do that much. As for Eggman, I'm more happy they included Infinite, Metal Sonic, and Sage in this more than Eggman. I'm not super big into him either, if you can't really tell. Now, I will give this episode a couple of positives. First of all, when I actually reacted to this on Instagram, this blew my expectations out of the water, and I did love it. Secondly, if absolutely nothing else for the rest of this video, Game Over is a banger track, and I could definitely love this. And three, well, I don't know. I guess it's cool that they brought back some other characters, again, like Metal Sonic that I already mentioned, while bringing in new additions like Bowser Jr., who I also forgot to mention. I still sound bored right now. Now, I will say this. If you love this episode, then that's fine. I mean, I technically do myself, but I'm just so damn tired of people saying this is the best episode of all time. No, I heavily disagree with that. You know what? Bill vs. Discord was better because that was a matchup that was actually interesting. And an episode I was actually looking forward to. In fact, that episode alone was how I started to do Death Battle reactions on Instagram. So if I love that episode this much, what makes you think I'm gonna love this episode more than Bill vs. Discord? Now here's a good question. Oh, but Colin, have you actually seen this episode a lot? No, not really. And this episode has been out for nearly a whole year already. The same applies to Joker vs. Giorno, but that was a matchup I was actually excited for. This, well, again, yeah, my expectations were blown, and I wasn't really expecting this to go this hard. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of just looking at it now. If there are better Mario and Sonic death battles, I could think of a couple of them. The 100th episode of Death Battle, which is the remake of Mario vs. Sonic. Wally West vs. Archie Sonic. Wario vs. King Dedede. Knuckles vs. Donkey Kong. You know what? Dare I say it? Bowser vs. Ganon was a more interesting episode than this. By the way, real quick, I actually don't think that episode is actually terrible. It's actually pretty good, not gonna lie with you. Now, I'm gonna take a moment to actually say this. If anyone, any single person is watching this, and you actually crown this as your favorite episode, or you just think it's good or solidly decent or whatever, then please just exit this video. You do not need to hear me talk about this for how long this video has been going on for. Yes, this video has been going on for almost 5 minutes already. Now here's something from my Season 11 rankings that might shock all of you. This was originally in my top 3, then in my top 5, then a bit lower but still in my top 10, and now it's at the very bottom of my list. You know what? I don't even care about this episode anymore. I don't. Now, I can look at it and tolerate it perfectly fine, but I just don't feel satisfied as everyone else is. Like, what makes you think this is the best thing ever? Seriously, I could list nearly 100 fucking episodes that are actually better than this. Okay, I'm calming down. I kind of lost my track there. This is definitely not going to be an opinion that everyone's going to agree on. In fact, I don't see nearly anybody agreeing with me on this, and yeah, I could definitely understand why. Like, for all I know, you just have this video playing on your laptop or computer or whatever while you're getting your taxes done. I mean, that's good on you. You need something to listen to, I guess, so... You know what? That's actually a fun thing to talk about. You know what? If absolutely nothing else, this is just providing you free audio while you get your work done. And you're welcome for whoever's actually legitimately doing that right now. Although I hate to break it to you, I'm going to wrap this video up. So here are my closing thoughts. Bowser vs. Eggman, in my opinion, is an overrated episode. If I were to rewatch this episode, which I kind of don't plan on doing, at any point after this video is already made, I could probably tolerate it just fine. I love the track, and you know what? This recording actually made me rage a little bit, so that's something, I guess. For anyone that does say this is their favorite episode, yeah, again, I heavily disagree with that. Also, I'm just now realizing maybe this episode isn't really for me. This video was me saying it's overrated and I debunked it. Maybe the episode isn't really for me. I mean, it's a good possibility, but I still did like it. And also remember, this is just my opinion. I know this episode means a lot to a lot of people, and possibly even some friends of mine, and for that I can completely understand it with, but for me, no, not really. There's better episodes I can go to than this. So, alright, I think that'll actually be it for now. So, I kind of hope nobody really bashes me in the comments section. I actually do plan on leaving them open, but if I do get any negative reception, yeah, I'm going to delete them as soon as I see them. So anyway, with all that said and done, I will see y'all later with next time, and that'll be all for now. Joker vs. Jordan fucking rules.